And the fact that as of, I checked before, and if Bazinga wants to check right now while we are live, Fortnite was still the top watched game on Twitch. Which is like unheard of it to beat League of Legends.
I got it here.
It doesn't beat League of Legends though.
Okay, so the most watched games on Twitch as of March 2018, Fortnite, 141,000, 0.22%. League of Legends, 116,000.
And
2%.
again,
so
you're using the wrong statistics because you're using League of Legends is not a streamer game anymore. It's a sport now. You need to compare Fortnite at its peak versus League at its peak, and League at its peak during LCS is upwards of 400.
Yeah, I know, but we're going mostly by economics. So when a game is on top on Twitch, it draws upon advertisers to make more money. Dude, and that's what really counts.
Again, your argument falls flat because that would mean League is still drawing more people because every day they have pro games going. Now.
Yeah, wow.
And League is ahead of it right now at this very moment. But anyway,
no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yes, I just queued it up. 120,000, 92,000. Go ahead and refresh it, dude.
Oh, yeah. It depends on what you watch it on.
Oh, yeah, I guess it depends.
What I'm saying is the argument that that they're going to draw more advertisers is also false because the peak for League is at different times of the day depending on when the sport is being played. Fortnite's peak is when the most players are playing it. League's peak is when they have people watching it for the Pro League. So, for example, we're on Wednesday. Its peak would have been around 9 a.m. this morning at about probably 200, 300,000 because that's when the Korean League is playing. And this weekend, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, its peak will be about 500,000 when the Pro League is playing. The peak is based off of the sport, while Fortnite is based off the players.
Yes.
There are more people. There are people playing Fortnite and streaming it, but there are far more people watching League than there are Fortnite players. But they're watching it when their match is scheduled.
Okay.
Just like a football game.
Right now, there's 121,000 people watching League, 92,000 watching Fortnite, only 68,000 watching Battlegrounds.
Yes, and there's no pro games going on right now for League, which is why it's in its low form. That's its low streaming number.
Okay, so so this chart that we actually have in front of us for this article, it's actually based off an entire day's worth statistics. The entire day together.
What day?
It doesn't say what day. It says I'm guessing it was one of the first. It says March, so it's one of the first days of the month they calculated this thing.
So it was probably March 6th.
Yeah. So they calculated the whole day.
That's March 6th. Okay. There's nobody playing any pro games except for China at about 4 a.m., which is probably out of their time span for when they did the statistics, playing pro. So you're going to get the lowest number for League of Legends viewers because nobody's playing a pro game during that time frame. There's no pro thing going on. There's like an 8-hour block.
Yeah.
Almost every day of the week, either in the middle of the night or at the end of the weekend for the US and the EU, where pro people are playing. And then there's spots where no one's playing pro.
No, that's
why that number is there.
That's very true. But it's rare for games to hit the top end. For a long time, it was back and forth between League of Legends and Dota for the two that would go back and forth forever. And now the two that have actually competed against that is, Battlegrounds took top list shortly after it was released, and then it dropped back down. Now Fortnite on its upcoming has taken over for a few days in a row.
But the problem with the argument is that you're debating a low end versus a high end. Fortnite's not getting past that 100,000 right now. It's not. But League at this moment is at its low end because there's no pro game. It's not even Fortnite didn't take over. Fortnite walked into a room where League was like, I have to go take a piss. I'll see you at the end of the week.
Well, no,
and while they were gone, Fortnite went, this is my house.
Well,
the end of the week came, and the pro games started coming back on, and Fortnite became a distant nowhere because 500,000 people watched pro.
Well, no, the point is that there's sheer interest in this game now.
Yeah,
like
but-
a lot of interest.
And it's doing better than PUBG, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
why I'm-
So we're gonna get into when I saw. Wait, my nephew's going into the Navy. So we had a party for him, sending him off. And I was talking to all my nephew, and we were talking about PUBG. And he was asking if I played PUBG anymore, and I said, "Yeah, I play that." He's like, "Yeah, we've for the most part pretty much stopped playing PUBG." He's like, "You played Fortnite?" And I went, "Yeah." He's like, "It's such a better game." And this is like,
I don't know about that.
No.
they. Well,
the
hold on.
argument is simpler versus more difficult.
Yeah,
and simpler will always register as the better game because you feel like you're playing it better. You
Yes.
feel like you're better at it if
How,
it's simpler
wait,
to play.
wait. How are you calling Fortnite more simple? That is not simple at all.
Dude, because the shooting doesn't require tactical skill to
No,
play.
I'm not-
You don't need to understand you don't need to understand sight lines. You don't need to understand trajectory,
Oh,
velocity, any of that crap. Because if you get shot at, all you have to do is build your way out of it. If you are out in the open and someone starts firing at you, you make your cover. You don't have to find cover. You never had to think about, do I cross this field?
Yes.
Because you don't have to worry about the trajectory.
But you do, because when you're building, they can shoot it down immediately.
Yeah, it only takes like
but
3
that
shots.
Dude, that becomes go watch these streamers play. They just run out in the open and they drop walls and they start the dance with the building, which is skill based, but it's not like
The dance.
there's no tactic involved in comparison to trying to fucking watch
Okay. So
like sight lines and
I
shit throughout the
disagree.
entire map.
okay.
Of course you disagree, dude. You never you never understood what sight lines were in Battleground, which is why you got killed so easily all the time.
No,
Okay,
that's the reason
so
I
this-
got killed easily.
This isn't a debate. Hold on. This is not a debate whether who's a better player. Okay.
I'm
So
not talking about better player. Of course he's not going to understand what I'm saying. He never understood
okay.
how to play Battleground.
Okay. That's fine.
Well,
So-
different games.
Yeah. So let's get into why this is happening. Okay. So why do you think you play a game over and over again?
Enjoyment.
Okay. Yes.
I play
Enjoy.
it to get better.
Yeah. Okay. So you do it for enjoyment. What do you think gives you that enjoyment?
Making progress.
Yes. But
Simplicity.
what's going on in your brain?
Relaxing.
No.
Endorphins.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
It's a dopamine being created by your brain. Whenever something
Happiness.
that's joyful that happens to you, whenever you make progress, something, whenever you're successful, whenever you feel like you accomplished something, your brain releases dopamine. This is in a hence also why little cell phone games are so popular, because they're an easy fulfillment in that.
It's easier
All right.
to get the dopamine.
Yeah, so you
It's
can just
simpler, easier to play
you
game.
can log into Fortnite, catch on real quick. It runs smoother, it plays smoother.
Plays better.
And you can just have some fun. Even
why
if
they
you
call it
lose,
dope.
even if you lose the game, you still feel like you accomplished something because you're doing more stuff at a simpler base, so you feel like you've done something more. Where you can log into Battlegrounds, drop on the ground, grab a gun, and then the guy comes around the corner and shoots you, and you're dead.
Yeah, but that happens in Fortnite too. Don't act
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
but you have
that's
more of a
the way
fighting
the game's
chance though.
designed.
You have
They're both set up in a way where you can be popped immediately. Don't act like they're not. That's how the game works. You hit the
Well-
ground. If you don't get a weapon, someone else does. You get popped.
I can
That's
say
the way it works.
from my own experience, I've always felt like I've had a fighting chance.
Because
in
it's
Fortnite.
easier to do that, Nate. That's why you feel like it's a fighting chance, because it's a much easier to land well, to aim and land correctly, and it's much easier to acquire a weapon in that game versus Battleground.
Yeah.
It's
So
all built around that.
So for me, I feel like I have a fighting chance from point zero. Where in Battlegrounds, I'm like, oh damn.
I can tell you this: when I play Fortnite in multiplayer, I enjoy it a lot more than single player. Because in single player, I do get taken out real quick. But when you're playing as a team, I don't know, it just works better. I really enjoyed it.
And it's the same thing with Battlegrounds. I don't play solo anymore because it's more fun to have a squad to rely on and tactically move with, and watch sight lines and watch all that sort of shit. Instead of trying to sneak across an open field where there's 7 people trying to snipe you from all different directions instead of just one team from the mountain over there that you're trying to just cover from.
Yeah.
But it just infuriates me about the idea that just because it's a free game, so more people are playing it, that somehow makes it good.
Well, it's not like a
I
free game.
The game's got a long way to go with its shooting if it wants to be a good shooter. It's just really easy to play, and that's why it's fun. They need to, like I said, they need to hurry up and rip that entire system out, like they said, and implement a much better shooting system
But
with
the-
velocity, bullet drop, all that stuff like that.
But the thing is that it's getting more views now.
So more people are paying attention to it.
More people are watching Fortnite as well.
Yes, it's getting more views again, just like with Overwatch. Overwatch is watched by everyone because it's a simpler version of other shooter. It's easier to follow.
It may be simple, but when you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, skill ceilings are a different story, dude. Because like you can play League of Legends, and a simple-minded champion like Garen is pathetically easy to play. But if you're extremely good at him, you can tool up on anybody. It doesn't mean that like the champion is a skill-based champion. It means you have mastered the simplicity of that champion. It's the same thing with the game. They have mastered that game, but they're playing that game because they don't have to. Like most of the people are getting turned off by the jarring reality of when you hit the ground in Battlegrounds, you don't, like Nate said, if you don't know what you're doing, you have no fighting chance.
Yeah.
I played 4 games of Fortnite. I came in second place in my first one and top 5 in all the other ones, and I had no freaking clue what I was doing. And I was like, it's simple. The game is simple. And that's why it's popular. And that's okay. It's fun. I'll play it with you. Me and Alex are going to play it in a couple days. But
Yeah, and they actually have generated a lot of money because if anybody's played Fortnite, when you first log in, you play, you don't get to choose your character for one. You don't just choose your costume; it's automatically just randomly generated for you. Every game that is. But if you want,
got to stop with that.
So, but if
celebrities to talk about the crap.
If you want costume and stuff like that, you can obviously contribute to the Founders Pack, to the something. There's like 3 different packs you can pay into and get stuff, or you can buy actual just regular like coins to buy stuff as well. To actually earn this stuff, it takes a while. It takes a real long time because I've been playing for a little bit. I still haven't earned anything. It takes to get all the achievements and little things you have to do. It takes some time.
The minute a game stops being cool with the young people that play it is the minute a game starts to die.
Yeah.
And the stories I keep seeing about them paying celebrities to talk good about their game is pushing them one step closer to destroying their game. The other day, they retweeted a tweet from Roseanne Barr talking about how she's won 20 straight Fortnite games.
Oh Jesus!
Straight, mind you, not 20 in a row, because someone at their PR department believed that their fan base would believe that bull.
Who
And that paying
that
Roseanne
you,
Barr
Ben?
to say that to people would somehow reverberate because she's got a new show coming out.
No,
She
Graham,
has a new TV show coming out, so let's pay her to talk about
what's a
Fortnite.
TV show?
Roseanne. That's what makes it so dumb. They think that people are gonna go, oh yeah, I'll play Fortnite. I heard Roseanne plays Fortnite.
Oh.
It's gonna be a word that's gonna be censored every time we do the show from now on.
Oh.
You hear beep. Oh, he's talking about Roseanne again.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
So-
just stop.
Yeah. So we actually played Fortnite. Me, Ben, and Bazinga the other night.
Yeah,
so-
but did you win 20 in a row, Techie?
No. So
That's not even. It's no way did she jump in and just win 20 in a row. I'm a god. No, give me a break.
okay. So what was everybody's experience with Fortnite in general?
I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun on this game. I think I've kind of moved from one crap to something better.
Okay. So the other game we played the other night was H1Z1 Auto Royale.
Oh, that's so much fun, actually.
Yeah. So what did you guys think of that? Bazinga.
I'm not a fan of the driving in that game.
Oh, okay.
Well, just because I want to be able to shoot people.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's perfect, but I love the thought of it. Like I always wanted like another Twisted Metal game, and that feels like Twisted Metal.
It does. Yeah.
And I really, the only thing I wish that they updated with that is that that you can, instead of having them shoot the boxes or open it, you should be able to like to at least damage it by running into it.
Yeah, you should be able to run through it if you're going at a certain speed.
But it should slow you down. Like when you hit the box, it's gonna slow you down.
Yeah.
But you should be able to run through it just for the fact that not every teammate's gonna be like, oh wait, there's a box.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it makes you coordinate. Like one person has to look out for people behind them. One person's looking out for boxes to shoot, stuff like that. The driver has to be dropping oil spills and springing over things and all kinds of weird stuff.
Come up from the steps. Like I played the other the solo playing the kind of like what
the battle royale mode.
Yeah, the battle royale mode, and it's feels a little different than it was before.
It runs a lot smoother now.
It does run a lot smoother. I think that it's gotten a lot better from the first time we played it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they've definitely revised their system quite a bit. And it's weird because they're somewhere in between PUBG and Fortnite because their plays a little like an arcade shooter where like in Battlegrounds you can't tell where someone's coming from sometimes or shots are coming from. Where in H1Z1 they have tracer rounds, so you know where they are right away. Which is the very different.
I don't like that.
Which is a different
it
aspect of it.
It pisses me off to get caught out in the middle of nowhere, but like if I get caught out in the middle of nowhere, that's my mistake, and the tracer rounds are just a free gimme out of my mistake thing. It's like, oh, you screwed up. Here you go. That's where they are. No, if I catch you out in the open, you were dumb enough to be caught out in the open, and that's on you. You shouldn't be given a free visual aid to know exactly where I am and get out of it. Like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't feel
I've hated that.
I don't like that either.
Okay.